Hello students, as you know, we have already completed many parts on this unit, that is issue and forfeiture of shares, reissue of forfeited shares, redemption of preference shares and buyback of shares. Okay, in my previous video we had discussed about issue of shares at par with calls in arrear and issue of shares at par with calls in advance, and we had also compared these two concepts. So today in this video we are going to cover one of the important, that one is issue of shares at premium with calls in arrear and issue of shares at premium with calls in advance. So today's video is different from previous one. It is a very smooth to understand, but it will take some time. So let's start it. Here, I thought there will be some important points which one you have to know it. So I have added this slide. Let's go through it one by one. So the first point is authorized capital is not considered while generalizing transactions. In the question, there will be given authorized capital, issued capital, applied number of shares applied, but we have to skip the authorized capital. It will not be considered. Okay, so the first point this. The second one is we have to check whether given question is on under subscription, over subscription and full subscription. Okay, if not mentioned anything about the applied shares, then we have to consider it is on a full subscription. The third one is the check given question is on at a par or at a premium. The next, when in a given question the premium is not to be adjusted, the premium is to be adjusted is not clearly given, then the amount of premium is adjusted at the time of allotment. Means in the given question the premium is adjusted, but it is not clearly mentioned about anything about the allotment application and calls. At that time we have to consider this premium amount is adjusted at the time of allotment only. The next one is the when the number of shares applied for is less than the number of shares issued. Means in the case of under subscription, the number of shares applied, not issued, number of shares applied for is considered while accounting the transactions, and this point I have already discussed in my previous videos, so you can watch that. Okay students, now see the practical problem on issue of shares at premium with calls in arrear. Okay, so let's see it. XYZ Company Limited having a authorized capital of rupees 5 lakh divided into equity shares of rupees 1000 each. Okay, so this is the authorized capital 5 lakh and divided into equity shares rupees 1000 each, means here 1000 it is the face value. It issued applications for 2500 equity shares, means company issued the applications for 2000, means it is invited the applications for 2500 equity shares of at a premium of rupees 150. Okay, so there is a premium, that is 150. The amount was to be paid as 30 percentage on application, 50 percentage on allotment, 20 percentage on first call. Okay, here company received allotment money from all the subscribers except Mr. Ram, who was allotted 250 shares, and first call money from all the shareholders except Mr. Ram, who failed to pay allotment money. Okay, means here Mr. Ram, he failed to pay the allotment money, means this is a calls in arrear. And Mr. Sham, who was allotted 200 shares. So there is another shareholder, his name is Mr. Sham, and who was allotted 200 shares. Pass the general entries of allotment and first call. They in this question we have to pass the general entries only for allotment and first call. Not here, not mentioned anything about the applications. Okay, so pass the general entries for allotment and first call. Okay, fine. Now see here, it is issued applications for 2500 equity shares of at a premium of rupees 150. Means here in this question they have not mentioned anything about the premium is to be adjusted with application, allotment or first call. They have not given anything. So in that case, we have to adjust this premium amount at the time of allotment. So we have to adjust this premium at the time of allotment. And next one is here, see here, Mr. Ram, who was allotted 250 shares, he failed to pay the allotment money, means it will come under call scenario. He failed to pay the 250 shares of money. And secondly, he has also failed to pay the first call money. See the question here once again. First call money from all the shareholders except Mr. Ram, who failed to pay the allotment money, and Mr. Sham, who was allotted 200 shares. Means here Mr. Ram and Mr. Sham, both they are failed to pay the first call money. Here in the case of allotment, the Ram failed to pay the allotment money, that is 250. Okay, and at the time of first call here, Ram failed to pay the 250 shares, and Mr. Sham, he has also failed to pay the 200. He has also failed to pay the amount of 200 shares. Means here under first call, the total amount of failed amount is 450 shares. So this is about the short explanation of this question. So next see. Okay, see here I have given these points. Authorized capital is not considered while generalizing the transactions. Means here they have given the authorized capital 5 lakh, but we will skip this. And second point is, see here, when in a given question the premium is to be adjusted is not clearly given, then the amount of premium is adjusted at the time of allotment. So what we did here, we are going to adjust this premium with allotment. So see here, working note, calculation of amount of each call. Means here this question is, here they are given the percentage on application, means 30% on application, 50% on allotment, 20% on first call. Here we have to find out, we have to calculate the amount of each call, because they have not given the amount, so we have to calculate that one. So the formula to calculate that one is face value, which is 1000 plus premium, that is 150. See here 1000, this is the face value, and premium how much, this is 150. Okay, so 1000 plus 150, it will be 1150, means 1150. Okay, this is the total price, face value plus premium. So on application, that is 30%. See here, on application it is 30, 50% on allotment, and 20% on first call. See here, application money 30% of 1150, that will be 345. Again on allotment 50% of 1150, that amount is 575, and on first call, that is 20% of this amount, that will be 230. So 30%, 50% and 20% they have given in percentage. So because of that, we have to calculate the amount of each call, and to find out the each call amount, the formula will be face value plus premium is equal to total price. So like this we will calculate here. So this is the means here, application money 345, allotment money 575, and first call money 230. Okay, so if you add the application money, that is 345, allotment money 575, and first call money 230, the total will be here 1150. From that 1000 it is the face value, and plus 150 it is the premium. Okay, fine. Now see here, company issued here how much applications? 2500 equity shares, but there is not given anything about the number of shares applied. Because of that this problem is based on full subscription. See here, I have given the second point here, that is, we have to check whether it is on under subscription, over subscription, and full subscription. If not mentioned anything about the applied shares, we have to consider it is on a full subscription. Clear? So this question is based on a full subscription. Now let's see the journal entries which are related to allotment and first call. See, the first entry, that is allotment entry and due entry, that is equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account to premium on issue of shares. Here is one new entry, that is premium, because here in this question there is not mentioned anything about the premium, so we have to consider this premium amount at the time of allotment entry. So equity share allotment account debit, the amount is here. Company issued 2500 equity shares and number of shares on allotment is 575. So we did here the working note on allotment, that is 575, and we have to take this amount. So the total will be here 14,37,500. Okay. So the next is here, see here, two premium on issue of shares. So company issued 2500 equity shares on premium. How much premium? 150. Okay. So the total will be here 3,75,000. After that, the remaining balance will be transferred to equity share capital account. That is remaining balance 10,62,500. Okay. So this is the due entry of allotment, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Balance will be transferred here, and to premium on issue of shares, that is company issued 2500 equity shares and the premium amount is here 150. So the amount is here 3,75,000, being share allotment money due including premium. So the next received entry is bank account debit, calls in arrear account debit to equity share allotment account. Clear? Now see here, to equity share allotment account, in this column, credit column, we have to write the whole amount, the full amount, that is 14,37,500. We have to write first this amount in credit column. After that, calls in arrear means, see here one of shareholder means his name is Ram and he failed to pay the 250 shares on allotment. So allotment call money per share is 575. So just multiply these both, you will get the calls in arrear amount, that is 1,43,750. After that, after deducting 14,37,500 to 1,43,750, you will get the balance amount that will be transferred to bank account, that is 12,93,750. Okay, so here is the one extra entry will come, that is calls in arrear, because here Mr. Ram he failed to pay the 250 shares on allotment. Okay, so see here calls in arrear. See here Mr. Ram he failed to pay the allotment money on allotment money. So this will come under allotments received entry, like this. So being allotment money received except on 250 shares. The next is first call, that is due entry, equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. The amount is number of shares issued by the company into 230, that is call money per share. So call money per share we have calculated here, that is 230. Call money per share 230. So the amount is here 5,75,000. So being share first call money due. After that, last received entry is bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to equity share call account. So firstly we have to, what to do? Firstly, we have to transfer the whole amount here, full amount to equity share call account, that is 5,75,000. This amount we have to transfer here first. After that, calls in arrear means here Mr. Ram and Sham Mr. Ram's 250 shares and Mr. Sham's 200 shares, and the total will be 450 shares here come under call scenario. So just multiply this 450 shares with call money per share, that is 230. The amount will come 1,03,500. Okay, so 450 means here, see here, Ram failed allotment 250 and first call 250 plus 200 means the total will be 450 shares failed in first call. So we have to take that both here. So the amount will come 1,03,500. After that, the balance will be transferred to bank account, that is 4,71,500. Like this, we will do here calls in arrears entry both in allotment and in first call. So being first call money received except on 450 equity 450 shares. So this is the problem which is based on issue of shares at premium with calls in arrear. And students, here I have given the working notes, calls in arrear, on allotment and on first call. So please go through it. So the next one is issue of shares at premium. This is of issue of shares at premium with calls in advance. Okay, let's see it. RSM Company Limited issued 1000 equity shares of rupees 5000 each at 20% premium. Means here this company issued how much equity shares? 1000 equity shares, and this 5000 each, it is the face value, and at 20% premium. Means this problem is based on premium. The company received the applications for 1000 shares. Okay, so issued 1000 and received also 1000 means it is the full subscription. The allotment was made accordingly. The price of shares called as on application rupees 2500 including premium. Here premium is including in application. If not mentioned anything means we have to consider it with allotment, but they are given here in on application including premium. On first call 1000, on final call 500. Allotment and call money will be called on first day and payable on the last day of each month. Vishnu, a shareholder, here is one shareholder, his name is Vishnu, holding a 50 shares, paid final call money along with first call money. Means here Vishnu, he is a shareholder of company and he holds 50 shares, and what he did, he paid this amount, means this is the final call amount, and he paid this amount with first call money. Okay, means this is calls in advance case. You are requested to journalize the transactions first and final call only. Okay, so here we are going to do the transactions only on first and final call. Okay, so this problem is based on 20% premium, but here premium is on applications. So here the question they are asked to pass the journal entries only on first and final call. If you want to solve whole problem, you can solve it. So see the journal entries of first and final call. Issue of shares at premium with calls in advance, journal entries. First call, due entry, received entry. Final call, due entry, and this one is the received entry. And here I have given the working note also. So see the first entry, simple. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. The amount is here 10 lakh. How? See here 1000 equity shares, multiply this with 1000, that will come 10 lakh. Being share first call money due. After that, received entry, bank account debit to equity share first call account to calls in advance account. So this problem is based on calls in advance, because here is one shareholder, he paid his final call money at the time of first call. Means here this amount, calls in advance amount 25,000, here we will credit here, and after that at the time of final call received entry we will credit this same amount. Okay, so see here, to equity share first call account 10 lakh. First we have to write this whole full amount here, that is 10 lakh in credit column. After that, to calls in advance, how much calls in advance? See here, See here, Vishnu, a shareholder holding 50 shares, he paid the final call money. Means this 50 shares, this is the final call. So we have to multiply this 500 into 50, and he paid along with the first call money. Because of that, we are adding this entry in the first call because he paid at the time of first call. Two calls in advance we have to credit here, that is 25,000. Okay, so first one equity share first call account, that is 10 lakh. Second one calls in advance, that is 25,000. And after adding this, we will get the bank account balance in debit side, that is 10 lakh 25,000. So see the narration, being first call money received and calls in advance is adjusted here. Okay, so the next due entry of final call, equity share final call account debit 5 lakh to equity share capital account. So see here, company issued 1000 shares on final call 500. Multiply 1000 into 500, you will get the 5 lakh. So here, being first call money due, it is being final call money due. It is the typing error, being final call money due. The next one is received entry, final call, received entry, bank account debit, calls in advance account debit to equity share final call account. So here firstly we have to write to equity share final call account, that is the 5 lakh, that is the full amount, this one 5 lakh. After that, we have to write calls in advance account debit, means this amount we have credited here to calls in advance account 25,000. We have to write in debit side, that is calls in advance account debit side 25,000. After deducting this 25,000 from 5 lakh, we will get the amount 4,75,000 in bank account column in debit side, that is 4,75,000. So like this we will do the issue of shares at premium with calls in advance journal entries. Here they have asked us to pass the only first and final call entries. Because of that we did like this. So here I have given the working note, first call, calls in advance calculation, and final call calculation. So please go through it. Thank you. If you have any query, you can ask me in comment box. Subscribe my YouTube channel, like, share, and also comment. Thank you.